and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now.
He's 228%, but he has
Every
been
morning I wake up to the
228%.
sound
I wonder
of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to...
Okay. Hit the thumbs up button. I think the screen is okay. Yesterday I noticed that I think the symbol up in the upper left and some of Trendspider was cut off. Do we have any red days in this group? I don't think so. Because, you know, here I'm the number 6 portfolio on Savvy Trader. It's up 75% year to date. So, excuse me. It's Thursday. I mean, this is what NVIDIA does for you. Morning, Mark, Josh, Larry. By the way, Larry, my girlfriend's.
Larry.
I don't know if you heard that, Larry. She yells her name all the time, and she's sitting in a chair right to that way of me. Yeah, we had a good chat in the paid newsletter group this morning because I bought more IBIT, and I think I'm down on it, to be honest with you. Let's see, IBIT I bought at $55.90, I think. 55.90. So I am down, but the reason I bought was not this chart. I mean, this is just nuts to think that I bought, but it's like $2,000. I had the money. I'm probably going to get out of some positions in that trading account, and it is this account. The majority of what I do in my Webull account is this account, 75% up year to date. So let me just make sure I've got Insta360. There we go. I got to put that up there. So yes, that account is what I do on. So let's get to the market scanner. Core portfolio. We got Cleveland Cliffs with a little move. Scans. CLF. Brokerage holdings. Did I shrink this down? Hold on. View. No, that's the actual size. The font looks super small for some reason. Second Thursday. Well, remember, next week is Thanksgiving. I'm going to be gone. I think I'm probably going to drive overnight on Monday night after the football game. And so I won't have a show next week other than Monday, probably. You may get me on a Friday, but it might have to be a big thing because we're going to my brother's house on for Thanksgiving. So, yeah, they changed this. They went to a smaller font. They definitely went to a smaller font. They changed the font. Kudos. This looks so much better. This is why I love Trendspider, man. Energy names. We've got Energy, Albemarle, and Venom or Viper. Leveraged ETFs. Yen. I didn't do Bitcoin, I don't think. I don't think I did. Did I do Bitcoin? I don't think there was anything, though. Yeah, there's nothing. Low cost Vanguard. Oh, we got a bunch. Low cost ETFs. VXUS, VWO, VSS, Spider Sectors, XLB, materials. XLB, and then the watch list. Zeta. Oh, we got a lot. We got Zeta. We got SOFI. We got AMD. We got GE Healthcare. We have Anon up 2%. We have DocN. We have Duolingo. So there's quite a bit. Wow. Let's check the Dow. Index. Dow. Oh, that's sweet. Sweet. I love these guys. Man, Trendspider's so good. They are so good at just organizing you. And the NASDAQ 100. I mean, they really, really are. AMD, ASML, Mondelez, MCHP, CSGP, GE Healthcare's already in there. Okay. And let's go to the S&P 100. See, it's so good. Oh, Mondelez Merck. I love you, Penny, but we just weighed you. We had a weigh-in for Penny like it was fight night. She's 9 pounds, just so anybody cares. And I got to redo my chair here because my back is starting to hurt a little bit. Okay. Let's get into this. We've got, let's see, MicroStrategy, question on MicroStrategy, LSRG. is one that Paul wants to know about. Pavan wants to know about MicroStrategy versus Bitcoin, why it's up so much. We'll talk about that. NVIDIA's earnings, I mean, they were effing good. This is the data center revenue. That's just, you know, what's that? Month over month? Quarter? That's every quarter. Dan Ives pointed out, jaw dropper quarter. Gene Munster points it out. It's a crazy good quarter. Crazy good stuff. So he brings up VRT here too. Palo Alto Networks, 2-for-1 split. Just buy it. Buy the dip. Snowflake is back in that weekly channel. We'll talk about that one. Williams-Sonoma shocked me because Target said that the consumer is soft, and Williams-Sonoma was up quietly 27% yesterday. So there was a short report on ALF. I'm going to bring it up, but I'm not going to go over anything other than that. AVGO seasonally. This is interesting because again, Seeking Alpha has this seasonal stuff. I like it. Red Cat. I don't know if this is worthwhile bringing up, but it was up 34% yesterday. It's up 11% in pre-market. Microsoft had their big headline stuff called Insight. Jeffries takes Microsoft as a top pick with a $550 price target. What was interesting about this particular article, not the Trump stuff, it is, and we'll go over it. You know what? I don't know why I bring it up. Know how your taxes work. We'll go over 5 things to do, considering write-offs and charity and gifts and things like that. That's the next thing. So it'll take you to 15 things this week. 2025 may see more AI boom and geopolitical challenges. We already know that. This was super interesting. I don't want to log in there. This was super interesting. Investing at the wrong times. This is just an updated Bob portfolio. So imagine you're the worst market investor of all time, but you still end up okay. So buying at the top of COVID, buying at the top of the right before the financial crisis. It's just a reminder: be in the market, even though it's at highs. Goldman's hedge fund VIP list. So Alpha Picks got you out of POWL. So make sure that they just released an update. They didn't get you out. Yahoo Finance put this in. This is a discussion on MicroStrategy. I mean, just there's sailor clips all over the internet and sailor news. And I mean, this is getting frothy at this point. MicroStrategy could be a multi-trillion-dollar company. That's an analyst. MicroStrategy's Bitcoin buying strategy, they're calling it a top pick. Bitcoin topped 98,000. They're saying 97,000. It topped 98,000 in pre-market. And I think when it hit 98,000, that's when I put in my my bid. So let's see. Trendspider AI Lab. They're having a call at 12 o'clock today, so you can register for it.
Why is everyone spiraling over YouTube banning ad blockers?
This is how to up my microphone. Okay, so as you can see, there's quite a bit. There is quite a bit. We'll go to QQQ. We're at 505 on the Qs. I think this 449, I'm keeping it in there because it just makes sense. But I mean, you can see that 503 area. It's just, you know, it's providing that resistance, and it popped up once, and then we have a gap, and you're gonna get there. So, morning, Jeremy. Morning, Mark. Morning, Alex. Is Marvel a buy here or wait for dust? I'm not going to cover Marvel. I mean, I don't know enough about the differences between Marvel and NVIDIA to tell you. And Marvel I've gone over, and the charts are the charts. I mean, Marvel Jacob, honest to God, I've been tired of going over that one just because it's not making money. It's not making money. So NVIDIA is making money. NVIDIA had what, 94% revenue growth year over year? I don't think Marvell is even in that range. So, okay. And sorry, I had my oats, so I might be a little bit grumpy. Hit that thumbs up button. I don't see enough thumbs up right now. For the amount of people in here, there's not enough thumbs up. So hit that thumbs up. 8:52. I'm going to start this because I do want to get... I mean, here's the thing. How long do you want to stay in a stock that isn't doing anything when you've got Bitcoin, when you've got, other stocks like, what else is going up? MicroStrategy is going up. I mean, that's all kind of in my head. But you got VRT going up. You've got NVIDIA that just reported huge earnings, isn't up. But you got PanW, which reported great earnings and is doing a 2-for-1 split. You got Shopify, which is trading at 100. You got Roblox, which is trading up. You got Uber under $70. I mean, Uber is a great company. And you want to focus in on Marvel? Yeah. It probably does. I don't know enough about it, so... I'm not invested in Marvel. Jacob, I literally talk. You'll hear everybody on TV say, well, that guy's just talking his book and blah, blah, blah. I talk my book. I literally talk my book. My book is large cap tech. And I have never brought up Marvel. Never. Not once. So it's everybody else who brings up Marvel, not me. And I, at some point, I think I said it in the Facebook group the other day. I think it was Charlie was asking me, boy, those look like a lot of winners, blah, blah, blah. I only have like one loser in my account. And that's it. So if you're down on stuff, now that doesn't include losers that are part of Alpha Picks. Alpha Picks does have some losers, and I am down on some of those. But those are super small positions because remember, it's like 36. So, when you put in 1% of your the portfolio that I have for Alpha Picks, it's like $500. So it's cold in here. I don't have socks on. Maybe that's why I'm grumpy. Don't worry, Jacob. I'm not yelling at you. I just think, and I do get one of the things that's funny is when people just give me a symbol in the social requests or they don't tell me why, they're interested in something. It does annoy me slightly. And the reason is you should be doing your own research. Remember, the whole point of this podcast is to give you the opportunity to do your research. You don't have to subscribe to Seeking Alpha. You don't have to subscribe to Trendspider. But if you do your own research, there was a great thing in the Facebook group. Let me see. I'll go to the Facebook group. And the reason it's a private Facebook group is because there's just a lot of scammers. And we had a bunch of scammers in there last night that I had to kick out as well. But it was... Where was it? New posts. Where is it? Pepsi yesterday, Charlie. Did he delete it? Oh, Malone. This is there's 10 comments. It's probably just me and Malone. LEA. And he said, hey, what, anybody watching this one, blah, blah, blah. And I posted and I said, what makes you interested in this one? We'll just put all comments. And I went to Seeking Alpha. I did the virtual analyst report. And then I said, what interests you about this one? Because the weekly chart, look, what interests you about this one? what would make me want to invest in that company when you see this drop off and it's trading on the bottom end? And he was like, well, I had heard good stuff about it. I'm a little bit close, blah, blah, blah. And I said, you know, that's fine and dandy. But he likes to time things. And I said, there's no reason to time things. You know, on that chart, look at a weekly chart. The charts take emotions out of a trade. And the 200 days turn in negative. The 50 days turn in negative. The 9 and the 21 are both negative. The MACD, negative. The RSI, negative. There is not one positive thing on this weekly chart whatsoever. So that's why I like charts. But you don't need Trendspider for that. You can get a free tool. And that's what I need to convey to people is, you know, hey, the bundle, the Gary bundle where you get Trendspider, you know, at its discount is great. Get the unlimited one-on-one training here on the advanced tier. Get that. And then, you know, if you want to do your own research, get the premium of just Seeking Alpha. You know, don't get the alpha picks. But if you want the bundle for $509, that's a great price. If you want just Seeking Alpha Premium, what is it? I don't even know. It's like $50 off. Yeah, $90 off. It's $209. So it's $200 instead of $500. Honest to God, I think that Alpha Picks is going to make you $300 for the year if you put enough money into it. But it's you know, I'm in it passively. So you could do it the other way, but oh, it's snowing there. Morning, Marco. Patty, you will love the training, I think. Just make a list of things you want to cover in the training. Make it, you know, as effective as possible. But it's great. It's unbelievable. It really, really is. Because I just took a training session, by the way, just so everyone's aware. My affiliate manager, he got me on the phone and he gave me one of those trainings, and I learned like 4 or 5 new things. Now, am I using them? The one thing is when I go in here and I hit properties, it's the where was the color? Yeah, it's this background and axis and chart type and things of that sort. I didn't know any of this stuff existed. I didn't know any of it existed. And I was able to put the symbol there so everybody could see it in the background. I had no idea any of that existed. So, morning, Hunter. Okay, I'm going to hit record now because I do have a lot to go over. Okay, I don't see her in the chair. Good morning. It is Thursday, November 20th. You know what day it is? It's the day after your Super Bowl. We're a little hungover. We had a little party on Substack last night. I was live for the NVIDIA earnings. We saw the chart. We went over it, blah, blah, blah. It was good. I'm going to go over. I sold a couple of stock last night. I bought one this morning while in bed. I'll go over that. We are going to go over Bitcoin. We're going to go over MicroStrategy. That continues to pump. We will go over Michael Saylor and all the clips. Alpha Picks sent out an update about POWL. You can read that one. We're going to go over 5 things that you should do in regards to charity through the end of the year, before the end of the year, for taxes. An interesting article on shorts, the one stock that's the largest increase in October. Jeffrey's names a top AI pick. $550 price target. We'll go over Red Cat. We'll go over Broadcom seasonality. Elf got a short report. And then we'll go over earnings, obviously NVIDIA, Snowflake, Palo Alto Networks, everything of that sort. So sit back. It's going to be a little bit of a show, but let's go over a couple of things. Here's the algorithm didn't get you back in yesterday, okay? It's still not going to get you back in for a couple of candles. Most likely, probably Friday, tomorrow, or Monday. Today, we're up 0.55. I think the market's taking a nice deep breath. We have job reports at 8:30, I think, because it's Thursday. I haven't looked at that. Honest to God, I just don't know. Looks like the market, the Qs are up 0.55. You're at 505. 505 puts you above this previous high, which we've just been sitting around. But you see that top end of the Bollinger Band coming down? You see how we're trading at the bottom end of the Bollinger Band? I'm just buying. Honest to God, I'm just buying. I do think that this particular one, we've pulled back. See the MACD down at the oscillator, the RSI at 50 in no man's land. You look at a weekly chart of this, and we still have confirmation above that 9-day. So we're still in that upward trend. Still in that upward trend. The MACD back down to where it was when it took off, when it was trading at about, it was trading, 350 back in September of 2023. So the RSI come down. It's at 60, going up a little bit. But I do think we're in a bull market until we're not. Now, I sold last night Shark Ninja. Okay? It's the stock that I sold. I'm just starting out with this. Why? The algorithm got me out. You can see right here. This is the 4-hour algorithm. I got in at 102. After its earnings, when it's dropped, I said, you know what? I love my vacuum and I want to buy it. Got this alert. See that line right there? I got a text. I bought it. 102.90 something, I think. I bought it at 102.80 something. I don't exactly know where, but I got that alert, pulled out my phone, bought it on Webull, and then I just waited. And then what happened when this one came yesterday at 1:30 in the afternoon, I got an alert, sell Shark Ninja. I didn't think about it. I just went and did it because my hypothesis was that I was going to trade this one. The wins in the algorithm, you win 58% of the time. It didn't work out. I had a very small position. I didn't add to it as it went down because I didn't want a dollar cost average on this one. I wanted it when it was in an upward trajectory. Now it's at 95. I sold at 96 something. It just didn't work. And then I'm sitting in bed this morning and I'm seeing that Bitcoin's flying. Bitcoin tops 97,000. Okay, this is the article. I was looking at Bitcoin on just kind of seeking alpha. I just went to BTC, and I think it topped 98,000. So what did I do? I bought IBIT, and I bought it in my Webull account. It's nice and easy to do. I can do it after hours. It's not a lot of money. I think I put in $2,000, but I've got in the Substack chat. If you go over here and we go to the newsletter, in the Substack chat this morning, I just said, hey, I put in a bunch and I was laying down and I put in a screenshot of my Webull account. And I said, yeah, I've got a bunch and I'm up to 190%. I bought 2K more of IBIT. And I think I got it at like 55.90 or something. And I'm down on it, but I'm not worried. IBIT is my long-term strategy on that one. That's it. And so it's very simple. And yes, this chat, you can go into this chat in Substack and I'll respond right to you. No problem. But again, I just bought IBIT and I'm buying it with the MACD super high. I'm buying it with the RSI at 73. There is obviously a reason that I shouldn't buy it, but it's $2,500 for me. Okay. It's a lot percentage in my Webull account, but I'm just playing that account. It is now 11,000. I'll tell you exactly. It crossed 11,000 yesterday. And a lot of that reason is because of IBIT and MSTX. It's at $11,305. Okay? MSTX is up another 30% today. And IBIT is I'm down on that initial buy, but I'm up 30% on my adding it to it as it's going up. I'm adding to it. So I see that it's got confirmation. I see that the bottom part of the Bollinger Band pulled up. I was like, you know what? F it. I sold my Shark Ninja. I'm just going to buy IBIT. So that's what I did. Now let's talk about Trendspider. They are having an AI strategy lab session at 12 o'clock today, and it will be recorded and it will be on YouTube. So I want you to watch this. This is an absolute game changer. Okay, the live webinar, you can go to a link right here and you can sign up right at the bottom of I guess it's not, this isn't linked, but it will be there is a link in the newsletter, or just type in AI strategy lab and on the blog post there is one. What this is, just so you're aware, you can train a model on a certain time period. So you can train it on 2022, which is a bear market. You can train it on 2020, which is a bull market. And you can say, okay, here's a stock. What would be a good strategy for me to implement during this time? And it will build you a strategy with the thousands of indicators that it has at its disposal. And it'll say, this is a good strategy. And here's the win rate. And it'll give you options. And you can whittle that down, just like prompting and AI. You whittle it down. You build that strategy. Jason is going to show you how to do that today. So if you can't make it at 12 o'clock, I will link it tomorrow in YouTube. And I want you to watch it. Because here's the thing. The AI Strategy Lab comes with Trendspider. And yes, I haven't played with it. I'm probably not that great at it. I'm a boomer. I can't figure this stuff out. But I'm going to try it, and I'm going to see what it can do for me. Because this is an absolute game changer. It's not something that I would run right out to get Trendspider for, because it's still in its infancy. But everybody who has Trendspider, who's played with this, that is part of my show, has given me feedback. It is unbelievable. And it's gotten them new strategies. It's gotten them new I talk about the algorithms. It's strategies. That's all it is. And so I would urge you, you've got 3 days left to save 67%. Okay. The bottom tier, the standard tier, $45, toss it out while the sale's going on. Don't get that one. Get the enhanced version at $49. The reason I am having too many people who went with the standard and don't get a free one-on-one training session. You need that one-on-one training session. And for $4 a month, it's just one that comes with the enhanced. Now, if you know you're going to use this for the full year and you spend the extra, $15 a month and go with the advanced. But why? Because you get unlimited one-on-one training. You can have a training session every week. Okay? It's not about the additional tools that you get. You do this for a year and then you scale down. I have a feeling that in this advanced tier, the AI Strategy Lab will live because the costs are just so incredible. It's super, super high. I mean, honestly, the cost of an AI Strategy Lab with the AWS cost, I can't believe Dan has included it in other tiers. But if you sign up for the enhanced or the advanced, you get that AI Strategy Lab. So, and they will have it available for you. Here's the Bitcoin price from last night. Just so you know, I posted this at like 3 a.m. 97,000. It ripped right past 94. It ripped right past 95, went to 96, and then past 97 as I was awake at 3 o'clock in the morning with the dog. And that's why, I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I said, you know what? I'm just going to buy IBIT. And I bought it. So you can read all this stuff about IBIT. Michael Saylor, if you didn't know, Michael Saylor is the CEO of MicroStrategy. And MicroStrategy is up another 13% in pre-market. Now, Pavan asked the question, and I'll go over it back then. Why is MicroStrategy up so much more when Bitcoin isn't up as much? We'll go over that. But I want you to start reading about Michael Saylor because the strategy... Okay, the strategy of MicroStrategy, ironic, they buy Bitcoin and they leverage the company and the stock and the bonds and everything that the company earns. They leverage it to buy Bitcoin. Now, in a bull market, that's fantastic. As Bitcoin continues to go up, that's fantastic. So when these people are selling Bitcoin, you know who's buying it? MicroStrategy. So that's the reason this one's continuing to go up. And BTIG, they praise the strategy. Now, it's a deck of cards. So at some point, it will fall. As Bitcoin goes down, MicroStrategy will go down further. And it's just a leveraged ETF on Bitcoin. That's all MicroStrategy is. And in fact, if you wanted to double the MicroStrategy, we can look at MSTR because here this is the benefit of getting Trendspider is you get my 4-hour algorithm. Now, you might say, you know what told you to get into MicroStrategy? Right here, the algorithm. Right here at $125. Now, the algorithm continues to outperform buy and hold. And this is exactly what I'm doing. But right here, performance chart. 3,169%. Versus buy and hold is 2,741%. You might say, is that for 10 years? No, 24 and a half months. And you might say, well, aren't you trading that on a daily basis? No, 22 positions, 24 months, diamond hands, okay? MSTR got you in at 125. These little blue alerts, that's where I doubled down. That's where I put more money into this. That's why I started adding to my winners. You're trading at the upper end of the Bollinger Band. Okay? But this 4-hour strategy comes when you use my link in Linktree to sign up for Trendspider. This alone would have paid you back the subscription fee for everything. So I want you to get Trendspider if you have enough money to put into something like Trendspider. Your win rate, 50%. 50%, it's a coin flip. Your average win, 66%. Again, if you bought here at 125, you're great. If you bought here at 189, you're great. If you bought here at 205, you're great. If you bought here at 235, you're great. Look at this strategy, okay? You had this nice 241% gain. You had this great 71% gain. So this, in this leveraged ETF, is fantastic. I will point out another ETF that I'm trading this on. It's MSTX. Okay, this has only been out for 97 days. You only have 2 positions. You took this one and it made you 224%. I took this one and I don't even think I bought it. I think I bought in at 100, to be honest with you, and it still has you in. So you're doing really well. And the win rate is 100% because, again, this one's been out for 97 days. It's been 2 positions. You took one here, you got out, it got you right back in. So, yeah, that's as simple as it can be. So if you have any questions on that, you can certainly email me. But again, this is MicroStrategy. Bitcoin has 95K, So, and here's the thing. When you look at MicroStrategy, it could be $1 trillion company. This could join Apple. This could join everybody. This could join a lot. But it could be $1 trillion company. That's what this analyst says. And it's because they plan on buying 3%. And this is just the current plan. 3% of the entire universe of Bitcoin. And if you know anything about Bitcoin, there is a limited amount of Bitcoin. So when people are selling their Bitcoin, guess who's buying it? MicroStrategy. Now, I will tell you, last night, this was on CNBC as Carter Worth was saying, with the chart, you want to sell everything. You want to get out of this when you want to get out. No way you want to get out. Their heads were exploding. See those hands? These are diamond hands. I'm trading it on the algorithm, okay? I have no emotion to this. I have no reason to think that there won't be a pullback, but I'm waiting for the algorithm to get me out. If I lose 20, 30%, fine. I don't have a problem with it because I'm up so much. Again, the algorithm takes emotions out of the trade. So there are a ton of Michael Saylor clips that are online. This one, he criticizes Warren Buffett with Berkshire holding so much cash. Go and listen to it. This is the strategy. This one, I have some thoughts on MicroStrategy. I heard Michael say something yesterday. I can't stop thinking about it. Again, go and read that. That's a great, great quote. And I like that one. This particular one, this is Yahoo Finance. They go over MicroStrategy's buying stuff. MicroStrategy bought $4.6 billion in Bitcoin over the last week, the largest purchase by crypto hedge fund to date. Its total Bitcoin holdings now top $29 billion. But again, it's trading at a premium to its current holding. But MicroStrategy is just one that looks like that. Now, Alpha Picks. We talk about Alpha Picks all the time. This is the second link here. This is Black Friday special. You should get, again, for the Gary bundle, you get the Seeking Alpha Premium and the Alpha Picks bundle for $509. You are saving $159, a discount, I'm sorry, of $289. $159 is the normal. You're saving $289 off of this, okay? The Alpha Picks portfolio is phenomenal. Look at that. 173% versus S&P up 55%. Powell, P-O-W-L, it's an alpha pick. It was down like 20% yesterday. They sent you an email with why. They sent you an email with why. They sent you an email with everything. So look for that. And if you signed up for Seeking Out or the bundle, you can just go into your alpha pick section. If you go into Seeking Alpha right here on the left-hand side in the investing groups, you'll have alpha picks. It's the only investing group that I'm a part of. The only one. They've offered me others. I'm just a part of this one. Now, Goldman Hedge Funds VIP list, Amazon, VST, CRM, BABA. Notice anything? It's power. It's AI. You know, that's what it is. And the list is down below. It's Meta. Meta's in there as well. So take a look at that one. I wanted to show this one from Downtown Josh Brown, who is the compound. This is an updated version of the Bob story because the Bob story takes, I mean, you know, most people I was born in the 70s. I wasn't investing in the 70s. I was investing in the 80s. But most people, you know, the 2000s and stuff like that. This is just a look at how much you're up if you bought at the peak before the full punt. Annualizing returns through 10/31/2024 if you invested at the worst times in history. And again, that's the 2000 dot-com bubble. That's the 2007, right before the housing crisis of 2008, 2009. And this is January, right before the COVID stuff. So the point is, be in the market. Don't try and time it. Just be in the market. When we talk about the Qs and stuff like that, just be in it. 2025 may see more of the AI boom and geopolitical challenges. If you don't think we're going to have a crazy 2025 with Trump in the White House, you're out of your mind. It's going to be bumpy. It's going to be bumpy. And what I like about this particular one is they bring up a list of ETFs for AI. So go and look at it. Go and look at these ETFs. Make sure your expense ratio is down. Make sure your holdings are okay. If it's actively managed, look at the actual performance versus like an NVIDIA or something like that. But understand when you're getting into an ETF, what you're getting into. But I like this article for that. Now, let's talk about 5 things. We're going to go back here and we're going to just put up the Qs chart because I want to talk about 5 things for year end. Okay. Revisit your charitable giving strategy. Understand that Fidelity has this thing where I can actually donate shares of stock. So for Apple, you know, my average purchase price on Apple is like $5. I think it's like $10 in one account. It's somewhere in that neighborhood. Say I give 10 shares right now through Fidelity's giving program. Okay. That is what? $2,290. I give 10 shares away. I get the benefit of giving that $2,290 to a charity that's in their giving program without having to pay the capital gains of the $5 between $229. So I don't have to pay the capital gains. I just give the stock to the charity. That's what Bezos's ex-wife is doing. When she sells stock, she's not paying the capital gains. She's giving that. And you get to write the entire stock amount off against your income on your taxes. Okay? So that's a big thing. You get to write that off against your taxes. So understand what you're giving, how you're giving. It's a much more functional way for me to give to charity than to give cash. Okay? Gift your gains. If you're donating an appreciating asset like stock that has increased in value, they may allow you to give capital gains tax that you'd have to pay if you sold it. That means you can donate the full value of the asset. So understand, you know, when you're donating, understand what you're donating. Consider family gifting before the end of the year too. You won't receive any sort of deduction for gifting to a family member, so you've already paid taxes on this, but you can gift up to $17,000 or $34,000 for married couples. Consider giving that. You know, one of these guys who's a high net worth individual, I forget who it was, but he said gifting on inheritance makes no sense. So he starts gifting to his kids when he can during the year, because that's the time when they can use it. Now, if your kid's a complete flunky, don't do that. Don't do that. But you can gift $17,000. You don't get a tax refund or anything like that, but it makes sure that they don't pay capital gains on it. So it's not double taxed, and they have it in their account and they can use it. Think about upping your gifting this year. Usually the deduction limit for charitable cash donations is 60% of your adjusted gross income. There's from the IRS to help you check to see if you do it, but you may still want to do it, blah, blah, blah. Just understand that. And then the final thing, just understand how taxes work. I think a lot of people don't understand how taxes work. So say you make $100,000, okay? From $0 to $10,000, you pay nothing. Okay, or I'm sorry, the portion is 0 to 11,000, it's taxed at 10%. That's a great tax rate. Then from 11 to 47,000, you're taxed, and I think this is single, you're taxed at 12%. And then from 47 to 100,000, you're taxed at 22%. So understand it's a glass that fills with water. You don't pay, 22% on your entire earnings. Understand how that works. And if you have some charitable donations and you make $101,000, then you can bring that, just give away $1,000, and then you don't pay the higher taxes on that $1,000. It just goes to 22 because it's 100,000. But if you make $100,001, doesn't mean that you pay 22 the higher tax bracket on that $100,000. It means on that $1 you pay a higher tax bracket. So understand how taxes work. I'm not here to be a tax professional. Just get yourself one. Now, I found this article. Trump media saw the largest increase in short interest in October. Doesn't surprise me. This stock is a total freaking joke. There's no revenues on this stock. It's all because Trump is president. That's it. So there's going to be some grifting, probably. I mean, if Trump's history is anything, there's going to be some grifting, but he's not selling. But what I found funny was this list. There are a large number of alpha picks in this particular list. The largest decrease is in October. And there's a lot of alpha picks. I don't think that they look at this, but it's an interesting thing. EAT is an alpha pick. Change in short interest, minus 3% because the fundamentals have become so good. Pilgrim's Pride, change in short interest in October, minus 4%. The fundamentals have become so good. That's what I found interesting. And again, alpha picks, just a great portfolio. Now, Microsoft Ignite, this is their annual conference, Flames AI investment, blah, blah, blah. It didn't do much for the actual stock. I talked about how yesterday I didn't like the little mini that they did. I like Apple's better. But Microsoft stock, it hasn't done anything for the stock. Honestly, it's at 418. But they talk about all of the AI investment, and Satya Nadella was out there. What I found interesting about this particular article is right here in the middle. Jefferies reiterates Microsoft as a top AI pick with a buy rating with a $550 target. Okay, Wall Street has this as a strong buy. 54 analysts that cover this. The average target price, $504. That's a 21% upside. So I like this stock. Not to quote Roy and Kitty, but I like the stock. Another one that's interesting that went up yesterday is Red Cat, RCAT. They won a U.S. Army short-range reconnaissance program, and it was up 35%. It's up 11% in pre-market. Again, seeking alpha analysts think that it's a strong buy. There's only two that cover it. Wall Street thinks it's a strong buy. There's only two that cover it. Now, they say it's a $7 price target. It's already reached 7 in pre-market, by the way. The profitability sucks. They're not making money. Valuation sucks. Growth, 259% revenue year over year as they start to get revenues from this Army contract. Great. The momentum, fantastic. Revisions, 0 up, 1 down on earnings per share, 1 up, 1 down on revenue. So I think this is a small cap one. It's $480 million. It's a super small cap one. If you want to take a chance on it, again, they have an Army contract. It's an interesting one. Another thing that I found in Seeking Alpha, the seasonality stuff that they do, and this is in the app and you can scroll down and look at it. I thought it was interesting that AVGO has a 100% win rate. And by the way, they do this by market cap. So AVGO has a 100% win rate in November and an 80% win rate in December. And so I said, okay, let's go look at where we are right now on AVGO because it's super, super weak. So what would I be doing on this one? I already own it. It is a buy and hold. I own it in my brokerage account. I'm waiting for it to get to long term. I think I just started the position earlier this year around 130. And you're seeing it every time it's gotten to this 200-day. It's been a buy. Would I buy it right now? Absolutely not. I would wait for the algorithm. Okay, I would wait for the algorithm to tell me, yes, we're in some type of bull move up. That 184 is a significant resistance level. You can see it. We will get up there again. You're on the downside of this. It's a little bit hard to say buy it right now. But I thought this seasonality was interesting because we're not positive in November. Because right now in November, if we just take the first day in November and we go back here, you opened up, let's see, November 1st at 9:30. November 1st at 9:30, you opened at 168. You're at 163. So you're below that. It's only 5 points. But again, if you want 5 points, you can start buying it now. This is a long-term buy and hold in my portfolio. So I like AVGO. I really do. I like that particular stock. It's a custom AI chip versus the NVIDIA, which is just the mass market one. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to put you on here. We're going to do a countdown.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears.
Oh, God. Did it freeze? There we are. There we are. I don't know if I froze. Okay, seasonality. Sorry. Yeah, it did freeze on there. Hoofa. But I'm back now. I think I'm having some upload problems, or I don't know why. Let me see. Which Wi-Fi am I on? No, I'm on the good Wi-Fi, so it shouldn't be like that. But I saw some people were having some audio problems. I think the recording's perfectly fine, so I'm just going to assume that it's the upload. I'm going to assume it's the upload because I got some type of alert that the upload was bad. Okay, I'm going to hit record again. Okay. Now, next one, just so everybody knows, there was a lot of things to go over. I just didn't want to pack the episode with too much. I'm going to just mention this. ELF had a short report. We've seen how good short reports have been at knocking a stock down. It didn't necessarily knock the stock down, but you can go and look at the chart. If you're into ELF, I would just kind of look at that one. Now, I want to bring up some earnings. Okay, first earnings, Williams-Sonoma. This one was up 23% yesterday. 23% after they guided, boost, and they revealed a huge buyback. Okay, huge buyback for them. This is a luxury retailer. Luxury's in. Luxury's in. So that was the first earnings that I saw yesterday. The second earnings that I saw, Snowflake. We talk about Snowflake all the time. I do have a position in Snowflake around 150. We're at 164. It's up 27%. You know why I like to remember Snowflake was in the core portfolio. It was in the core portfolio. And in October 2023, it wasn't performing as well as Palantir. So I said, from an AI standpoint, I want exposure to a software, and I'm going to take Snowflake out, and I'm going to put Palantir in. Boy, that turned out to be a great opportunity. Snowflake algorithm, it doesn't really work that well, and it's because it's been in a downward trend. But when you look at this weekly chart, okay, this weekly chart, this is the range that I was trading it in. When I got here at 158, I added to it in the middle. Now, I didn't add to it in the bottom because I said I don't want to, add to a falling knife, but I added to it. And so I own a little bit, $5,000-$6,000. It's not much for me. Have I added to it now? No, but I will, because we're in this range again. We're up 24% in the market. I'm sorry, 27% in the market. And yes, if I just were to extend this out right here, we're in the middle again. So I'm going to add to this. What's going to be the resistance? It's going to be up here at 193, 200. And I will start getting rid of it there. It has the ability to pump like that. This is one of those names that absolutely has the ability to pump. So then we got earnings on another core portfolio holding. It's Palo Alto Networks. This is down 1.32%. Now, this is a core portfolio. It is the largest cybersecurity company. They announced a 2-for-1 stock split, and the earnings were fine. You can see that green line right there. That is the current trend line. As you see it, if you break down below that, you want to start trimming. But that would be where I would say, hey, this is the 2-for-1 split. It's going to happen on December 16th. So that's essentially what you're waiting for, is just on that 2-for-1 split. I think you see it. Also, I think, again, the price comes down, but it wasn't a bad quarter at all. This and Snowflake are the two cybersecurities that I own. You are good in cybersecurity until quantum computing comes out. When quantum computing comes out, remember, cybersecurity means nothing, because with quantum computing, they can break every security that has ever been created. We're a long way away from that, but until that point, every company needs cybersecurity. So I've got Palo Alto just because it's the big player in this market, and I've got CrowdStrike because it's the grower. So not only do I have the shower, but with Palo Alto, I got the grower with CrowdStrike. So there's just the thing. And then let's just go over NVIDIA. Reassure and get data point from NVIDIA investors. VRT is a play on infrastructure build out. At their analyst day on Monday, they made the case that the data center build out is going to continue at least through the end of the decade. That suggests NVIDIA bust is still years away, and it showed 94% year-over-year growth, or I'm sorry, a quarter-over-quarter. Was it year-over-year? No, it's year-over-year growth in revenue. Yeah, 94% in growth revenue. That's a slowdown, but it's 94%. So I don't care if you're playing NVIDIA. I don't care if you're playing a VRT. Just have exposure. Now, Gene Munster also said, the CFO said they will exceed previous Blackwell estimates of several $1 billion in the January quarter. Everything's on track. Everything's on track. Dan Ives, this was a robust jaw-dropper NVIDIA earnings that speaks to massive AI demand. It's great. Look at this data center revenue, okay? Look at that data center revenue by quarter. It's continuing to grow. And then you can read the article. NVIDIA just reported Q3 results. Wall Street wanted guidance a touch higher. I think they were just being conservative. You're at 148. You had your opportunity to buy this when they reported earnings under 140 again. So I don't think you're getting an opportunity to buy it under 140. It's soaring again. Okay, you're gonna see it move, and you're gonna see it go to 150. You're at 148. You will see it go to 150. The report was good. If we go to Wall Street and we look, the average price target is 165. That's still 11% up where you're trading today. The average price target is one, and it's not like this isn't covered. The valuation, perfectly fine. The PEG ratio going forward, 1.39. The growth is there. Again, the growth is there. Revenue growth year over year, 194%. Revenue growth going forward, 90%. I think that's where it was. That's a slowdown. That's considered a slowdown. That's why you saw the stock pull back. And then once the market opened, if we go and look at a 5-minute of this one, okay, I'm going to open up the after hours on this chart, and we're going to look at a 5-minute chart because I'll show you when the earnings came out and how this one looked. Because you'll see it right there is when the earnings came out, and boom, it dipped down. Okay, this candle goes down to 137. And I was on Substack Live. I said, if you get this under 140, just get it. Just get it. I already have enough of this. I wasn't buying it. Now, it dipped down here during the call. It got down to 139. Okay, 139. Again, that 140 price target is the golden. Ignore this one. That's the 8 o'clock candle. It's always screwed up on everything. But we're seeing this one up as the market opens. It gained momentum. Now, it's lost its momentum. Look at the RSI and the MACD. They're a little bit high. You want to play this on the 4-hour algorithm if you're nervous about it. And if you're nervous about it, again, the 4-hour algorithm makes you 604%. You make 763 with buying and holding. Over 24 months, it's 18 positions. I would argue for any sane person, even risky, that takes emotions out of it. You win 67% of the time. Just hold this one. Just freaking buy and hold it. And if you don't want to hold it outright, NVIDIA's earnings have over 500 ETFs tuned in. See the top 10 that are most affected. These are the top 10 ETFs where NVIDIA is the largest position. So you could do what I do with Tesla, which is own XLY. You could own one of these ETFs. So, this one USD, this is the Ultra Semiconductors. This 25% NVIDIA. 25% NVIDIA. So, there you go. That's the entire show. I'm going to go over social requests right now. But before I point out the social requests, I do want to point out I have regained some position here. 2024 trading portfolio, it's up 75% year to date. It's the number 6 in Savvy Trader. So I'm going to flex a little bit. Don't feel like you need to join this one or pay this one. I go over most of my buys. It's just if you want it real time and you think you're going to trade enough, and $299 a year makes sense to you, go and do it. But, I would say join my my paid newsletter for $189. You're more than likely going to get all the buys right there anyway. So we did have a great chat in the paid newsletter this morning, like I told you. And because I did say, hey, I bought IBIT. I put it on Savvy Trader and I put it in the paid newsletter chat. So Pavan asked me, can you take a couple of minutes on your podcast and explain why MicroStrategy should go up 5 times when Bitcoin is up only 2 times? I've been ignoring crypto for a long time and now I'm getting FOMO. First off, Pavan, don't get FOMO because we all have different risk tolerances. That's the key. I'm not playing with money that I can't lose. So that's the key. All of the money that I'm playing with MicroStrategy and MSTX, it's money I could lose and my life won't change. I won't even feel bad if I lose it because I know going in, it's all gambling. But the gamble in my mind, the reward meets the risk. So why is MicroStrategy going up more than 5 times when Bitcoin's only going up 2 times? Couple of reasons. The first is that he ain't selling. He ain't selling. I mean, this is like, saying why does NVDA go up more than NVIDIA? It's a leveraged play. MicroStrategy is not selling. They're going to buy. I think I read somewhere in the neighborhood of 1% to 2% of Bitcoin is actually actively traded. There's a large majority of Bitcoin that doesn't get traded. MicroStrategy is looking to buy 3% of the entire Bitcoin universe. Now, if the US government gets into that play as well, you are going to see that price soar. So MicroStrategy is not selling. That's the big thing. So as he gains more money as this stock continues to go up and their market cap goes up, he's going to okay additional buying. And that just creates that cycle of it going up. At some point, it probably does bust. But just realize that. That's why I trade it in the algorithm. That's why I have the algorithm. That's why I'm holding this one until the algorithm tells me to get out. I'm not going to time it at the top. I'm not going to time it at the bottom. I'm just going to trade it on the algorithm. The strategy works. Again, I had that strategy tweet at the beginning, so sign up for the newsletter. But it does. Let us help you grow. But that totally makes sense. It's just a leveraged portion. And if you even want to lever on the lever, MSTX. And again, this hasn't been out long enough for me to say, oh my God, this algorithm blows it away. The algorithm makes you 797% in 97 days. 97 days. Say I had taken, $10,000 here and put it into at 1756. And then I just let it ride and I just let it 797%. Let's see. What's 10,000 times 797%?
10,000 times 797% is 79,700.
That's more than some people make in a year at a job. And this is in 97 days. So again, you have to have the capital to risk. You have to be willing to lose it. Don't get FOMO. Just to understand, that's what this. Name someone in today's the announcement of the administration. RFK Jr. has his entire savings in Bitcoin. Again, name somebody in that administration that is anti-crypto. And we heard Trump, he wants to become the Bitcoin president. And now we have Michael Saylor basically buying a record amount of Bitcoin. It's going to 100,000. You might see a pullback after 100,000 because that is a huge number. But I'm just buying and holding. MicroStrategy and MSTX, I'm playing the algorithm. But that's why I bought IBIT this morning. So it's just a matter of it's leveraged. He's using money to buy everything. And that is a house of cards that can come crumbling down. Paul, I spent several hours exploring his new premium membership tonight. He got Seeking Alpha Premium. Paul got the Black Friday sale. He got the Alpha Picks and the Premium. So he spent several hours doing it. If you could add LSGR. Let's look at LSGR. This is Nadex ETF Loomis sales. So it's new. Doesn't have a great chart. Doesn't trade much. Let's go over to Seeking Alpha. LSGR. My ETF of choice has always been VGT, which is great. It's beat the Qs. Yeah, VGT. And it's a lower cost. It's been good. It's been marginal against the Qs. Looking at LSGR, I like what I'm seeing. And it beats VGT and the Qs. Both started in mid-2023. Started wondering your opinion about this one. It's only been out 8 months. As a bonus, its top holding is NVIDIA at 14%, followed by Meta, Amazon, Tesla. I'm up 75% in VGT, but this looks a lot better. The only negative I see besides its age is the fee expense rate. Yeah. So VGT is 0.10, and it's also got a very large history to it. So I don't trust ETFs that are under 1 year old. And I don't think that this is anything. The quant says it's a buy because the momentum is an A. The expenses, it's a C. Stick with VGT. Honestly, I don't think that what you're getting into this one for is just basically they've over leveraged the NVIDIA. That's all they've done compared to VGT. Because we can, I don't think you can look at the holdings. Let me look at VGT because I don't think that VGT has as much NVIDIA. No, they've got 15% NVIDIA, 15% Apple. I would stick with VGT. Honestly, don't get FOMO about it. The fees are higher. I would stick with VGT. I don't trust. Loomis is a great company. I don't trust that fee. I'm a guy who will drive 50 miles out of the way to avoid a 50-cent fee on an ATM. So I just don't trust it. I think you're better off in VGT, but that's the boomer in me. If you want to put some money into LSGR, say you have $50,000 in VGT, put $1,000, a couple $100 into LSGR. I don't like this chart. I mean, VGT has a robust long-term chart that you can look at. I just don't like that small type stuff. I mean, VGT is a great ETF. It's super well managed. And so I wouldn't take the chance on that one, Paul, to be honest with you. From Spotfiy, Rob F., what are your thoughts about MicroStrategy could potentially be accused of fraud and dump? You think that dude's selling? I mean, come on, Rob. Rob, he ain't selling. And there's no fraud out there. What's the fraud? He's out there in public saying, it's crazy to hold your money in cash. I'm buying Bitcoin and I'm taking loans on the thing. He's fraud and dump? No. And he's not dumping. He's not selling. Also, I'm looking into LVMUY. LVMUY. Is this the luxury? Oh, this is a foreign stock. Honestly, I don't know what you like about it. Have at it. I don't. It's a foreign stock. It's over the counter. I'm not trading it. You can buy it if you want. This is Louis Vuitton stuff. It's a luxury good. I'd rather trade, a stock that's not over the counter. So that's a you thing, Rob. But no, MicroStrategy is not a pump and dump. Now, scans, we got Cleveland Cliffs. I'm going to go over the core portfolio when we have Cleveland Cliffs, which finally gets a bid. Would I buy this one? No. Like I said, I want the 50-day moving positive and I want the 200-day moving positive. Am I going to time this one? No. And I've gone over this one before. Pre-COVID, this was an $7, $8 stock. I think it wants to move back down there, to be honest with you. So am I buying that one? No. Zeta, which is an alpha pick. We talked about this one. This has a cross up in the 4-hour algorithm. Can this get back to, it's up 156% over the last 2 years. So this pullback, in my mind, opportunity. This is a short report that came out. I think it's complete junk. And you've seen it come back. Now we got a gap up here between 33 and 35. Zeta, I like the stock. Essentially Alpha Picks has gone over exactly why they like the stock. So I like that one. You got SOFI, you got AMD, you have GE Healthcare, you have Anon, DocN, Duolingo, Merck, ASML, Mondelez, Microchip, CSGP, Merck, Dow. You have Yin. We talk about, the triple leverage China ETFs, how those were in favor. This is the China bull, and it's gotten a bid again in the algorithm. Now, the algorithm loses you 13%. You may say that's bad. Buying and holding this one loses you 29%. So you can trade this one. Wait till that 50-day starts moving. Do I want to buy that? No, but when the actual 50-day is under the 200-day on the 4-hour, maybe it makes sense. When you have a golden cross on it, maybe it makes sense. This time, I'd probably wait to buy this one. Bollinger Bands are a little too wide open. You can see they cinched up here, and then boom, it just went down. Remember, when Bollinger Bands cinch up, it's going to make a move. You don't know up or down, but you can take a look at the moving averages and pretty much tell where it's going to go. Now, when this one pumped up to 37, again, it's a triple leveraged ETF. It just lost it and went down to 28. One of the sectors that got a cross up, XLB. This is materials. This is Cleveland Cliffs. This is the material sector. Got a cross up here at 92. You can see how well it's sitting at that 92. And you could buy materials. Go over here to Seeking Alpha. You type in XLB. Let's see what the top holding is. Linde, Sherwin-Williams, Air Products and Chemicals, Freeport McNamara. Linde is 17% of this. Maybe you just want to buy Linde because year to date, this one is, let's see, it's up 9%. That's pretty good. The S&P is up 26%. So materials has been a hated sector. But this one's a hold in the quant. Again, you can pull up this virtual analyst report. All of this stuff comes. You don't have to ask me about any of this stuff. Get your own analyst with the Seeking Alpha Black Friday sale. Again, premium and alpha picks for $509. You have your own analyst. You don't need to ask me. I'm a boomer. I'm a guy on the internet. Don't trust me. Trust Alpha Picks. You get premium, which is a crazy, crazy good service, and you get the Alpha Picks portfolio. So if you have any questions, hit me up. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay. I'm going to put these two into iMovie. I think they worked. Let's hope. I know somebody said, I think locally it was fine. I think it was just the upload maybe. We're going to put this right there. And then we're going to put this one right there. Let's colorize this mofo. No, I want this one. Bring that down. Bring this up. And then there we go. Close that out. We're gonna copy and then modify, edit, paste adjustments, all. There we go. And then I've got to edit this part. Okay. I'm going to take that out and then okay. There we go. It sounds okay. So anybody that was having problems hearing, the replay should be okay. It doesn't look like it lost any sound on the sound meter. So I wonder if my mic's a little messed up. Maybe it did lose sound, but I was seeing it fine. I'm hearing it fine. So 1121 pod. Oh, not pod. What the hell? There we go. Oh, now I'll look at your the audio issues. Yeah, I think it was the upload. I think it was. I don't think it was the actual recording. I think it was the upload. And JM, MicroStrategy, whether you want to add it or not, that's up to you. I mean, there's no way I'm going to tell you that I'm not nervous about it up here, but you know, it's come down. It's at 5% up today. It was in pre-market. You know, we can look at the 5-minute on it. It is crashing. So on the 5-minute, it looks like it's crashing, but you know, again, it just depends on your time frame. I'm trading it on the 4-hour. 4 hours still looks strong, even though today it's up 4%. So I haven't added it since this blue line at 271. So I've got plenty of time to get out if I need it. I should do this more often. There are stocks like this that it just happens every day. Muffin bottoms. What a great episode. And do you remember JM? Do you remember the social worker's name? Comment if you remember her name. I do remember her name. And don't Google it. Don't be a douchebag. MicroStrategy ANZ, I think it's extended. I think it's, you know, listen, it's finding some weakness right now. So I think people might be selling, but Google about Bitcoin mining. So you basically get given every time Bitcoin is traded, there's the miner gets a reward, and that's what JM. It's Rebecca De Mornay, the famous actress from the 80s. But when it's mined, it's just, you know, you get a reward. The miner actually gets a reward, and the traders actually pay for that reward. So And that's what the halving's all about, is as it's, you know, when it's halved, you get half of the reward. So thoughts on Coupang? I'm not against it. I'm not a fan of it. I don't even know what they do, but I think it's like a teaching company or something. Retail businesses and mobile applications in South Korea. I mean, Akshat, go to Seeking Alpha, pull up this virtual analyst report, and it will do a far better job of telling you about Coupang than me. I mean, that's the problem that I have, is that these tools have become so good. There is no use in me going over this. Now, the 4-hour algorithm, you lose 1%. You make 25% by buying and holding. You only have a 30% win rate. So would I trade it on the 4-hour algorithm? Probably not. You can see it's still bottom left, upper right. You're just making higher, you know, you're in a higher highs. So it doesn't have a 200-day. I like that. It's above its 50-day, but I'm not particularly looking at that one. Is this because of the Justice Department? I don't know what Google's down for. And I'm not worried about day-to-day on Google. Yeah, it's down 4%. I don't know why, but it's down 4%. Okay. With that, I'm out of here because this damn machine is so fast. It just pulled it up. And it's 10 o'clock. So you guys have a great day. Anybody that responded in the chat in Substack, I will respond back while I'm doing the newsletter. But I'm going to do the newsletter. Then I'm going to go, I got to go shopping. Ugh, I've been feeling sick a little. So, okay. I'll be here. I'll leave it open. So if you want to chat and ask me a question, I'll chat back if I see it. So, okay. See you guys. Bye.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room trading bell, my heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound.